4 years almost. I'm in Israel and always in prisons, harassments from the government, migration authorities. Go, come, do, don't do, move, don't move. We are mentally exhausted in Israel. During the war in Darfur in 2007 to 8, I have to go to fight. They sent us to fight rebel groups, which is also the rebel groups that belong to our families. And I cannot go to fight my families. I said I'm not going. If you don't want to go, you can go to jail directly. And I spent over 6 months in prison. I faced all the kinds of torture. And if you see this scar, I have a lot of scars in body. Even I faced electric shock because of I refused to go, because I refused to fight. I just have to wait until killed me and 2 of my friends, because we belong to the same tribe. But always, if there is faith and wisdom, you can't survive. When I arrived from Sudan, they put me in Saronin jail for over months, and then they released me to Tel Aviv. And as somebody that come from Darfur region, I don't know the language, I don't know anything. There's nobody shooting you by gun, but maybe you can get hungry, you can get cold, you can get a lot of things. But they said, go to Tel Aviv. And I just came and nobody, and don't know where to sleep, don't know where to stay. I stayed homeless for months. It was in January in 2012, which is now 4 years exactly. I applied for international human rights and humanitarian law in Germany for master program, and helpfully I got accepted for university. Although I have acceptance letter and official invitation letter, and I also have my passport of Sudan that filed, but they said you're asylum seeker in Israel and your status in Israel unclear. We cannot provide you visa for study. You see, at the same time I got someone to Holot, so it was very hard to me to assess between studying in master program and being someone to be detained for a year or more. Holot is a detention facility that Israeli built in Negev. It is 6 hours walk in closest city. This is the card that we use, and it is written as you see Israeli Prison Services. If you don't sign one day, this card cannot work again. So you will be counted as you're absent, and you will be transferred to the prison, and you're gonna be there for months, 2 months as a punish, and then you will be returned back here. The life is horrible here. Nobody cooked you something that you can eat. There is pictures of these things, and that's what we eat, what we live. They bring bad food to us, and they don't allow us to cook our food. They demolish all the time. This is not the first time. This is the third time they demolish the place. It was even 2 or 3 degrees below zero, and some organization brought some heaters, and all the guard, they took all the heaters, and they said no. There's training zone here for military around here. All the time they bomb, early in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock. So you cannot get to sleep. We are familiar with this kind of thing because we've been bombed in Darfur. But, you have no way to go. Either you go back to your country and maybe you're gonna get killed, or you're gonna get murdered by the government. And we have this kind of cases that people deported from here to Uganda and to Rwanda, and they went to Southern Sudan, and many of them being killed in Sudan. I'm sure and definitely one day future will be there, and people will read about the situation, and people will know about the crisis we face. I'm gonna write this down one day, and a lot of people can go and read it. Yep. Yeah.